Hey guys, what's going on? It's DaleyGaming here, and I am back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Red Rising mod. Before I get this video started, there are a couple important links in the description below. One's to my Discord channel, one's to my Twitter, Patreon, merch shop. If you want to check any of those out, please feel free. Especially the Discord. I chat with a lot of people on there about video games and stuff like that, and it's a really fun community, so I recommend checking it out if you want to chat it up with me. Either way. Today we have a North Korean military fortress. Now, this is a pretty sizable map, so I did my best uh, to, fill it in. But we're mainly going to be sticking to this main stretch of road here. There's a little airstrip over here, which the U.S. has successfully taken over, and now they are invading the rest of the military compound, and they're going to try and see if they can take it over. North Koreans have set up pretty haphazard defenses, just kind of throwing together whatever they could. They've got a couple of these surface-to-air missile defenses here, which should take care of any U.S. flybys, anything like that. Uh, so the air, superiority of the U.S. is not too much of a worry for them right now in this sort of battle. But the ground forces are quite the worry. They have plenty of rifle troops as well as Humvees and M1 Abrams. So the North Koreans are in for a bit of a treat here. But they've set up on this hillside with pretty good defenses, a lot of light machine guns, as well as assault rifles and some rocket launchers as well. Some elite troops, some just regular standard riflemen, and they are going to be trying to fend off the U.S. military power. And so the initial little defenses here, they'll probably go down relatively fast. Maybe take out a couple of Americans. Hopefully take out an Abrams or a Humvee. Uh, that's really pretty hopeful, though. There are some reinforcements that are just below this hill that we'll send up if need be. But then further back here is where we get into the meat and potatoes of the North Korean defense. We've got two of their North Korean tanks here, as well as just a lot of elite troops back here. And on all sides, even on this fence area over here, there's a lot of troops, and over here as well, going up on this fence. And there's reinforcements on both sides here. They can either be used for reinforcements or for flanking. We'll decide when the time comes. There's one there, and then there's one on this little back street here too. So this is where things are really going to go down, and past that, the U.S. pretty much has free reign over the territory, uh, and we'll definitely see how this goes. Could be a lag fest because there's so many assets on the field right now, but we shall see, and we'll try our best to not have it be total lag fest 2K17. All right, so we'll go in slow-mo at first just for fun, and we'll go ahead and press start. I think the fighting should just sort of start off. And oh yeah, it has indeed plenty of firing from the North Koreans, as well as the United States, who are firing back with just ferocity. A lot of U.S. soldiers going down, some rocket fire going down as well, and these two little huts with a couple of troops in them have gone down. And the North Korean forces up here, although they have the high ground, they are just under U.S. firepower superiority, as well as a lot of 50 calibers, so they're getting sort of ragged on pretty hard. You know, I don't think we're going to send these reinforcements in at this time. I think instead they'd probably be better off if we sent them back here maybe, or sent them in a better flanking position, Either way, U.S. forces still pouring in and laying down some heavy fire for the North Koreans here, who are just in a tight spot here. And U.S. forces still firing away. Not too laggy actually, but why don't we go ahead and go to regular speed now? Alright, and the Abrams are starting to head forward. They're going to be able to just break down these brick walls, which is going to be a bit of a bitch for the North Koreans. This guy's still pretending to use this as cover, even though it was blown away. He's got his rocket launcher out. Let's be nice and retreat this guy back. Get back here, bud. Get behind this movable generator. And lots of North Koreans just going down up here. They can't really stand much of a chance. They've only got light arms and couple of rocket launchers. There's just not a ton they can do. but they are skirmishing, trying to slow down the U.S. assault. And the first of the tanks is going over this ridge here. And, oh, okay, so these guys are making it over there, which is nice. Humvees can't quite break through here. They don't have the power, but the tanks are leading the way. And rockets are getting thrown at these Abrams now. There we go, just absolutely demolishing one of those bad boys. The North Korean tanks didn't even have the opportunity to fire quite yet. And it looks like a Humvee just exploded up there as well. But other Humvees are replacing them, or at least attempting to. U.S. soldiers are going down, though. It is looking like a bit of a tight situation, but the U.S. can persevere, I think. They still have one Abrams, which is stuck a little bit, so we're going to help it out. You can't break that. Okay. Well, we'll have it go around this way instead. And we'll have it go that way. Okay. Alright, are these operational? Yeah, these are fully operational. Troops just bailed out. They didn't feel safe in them. But looks like the coast is clear, so we will attempt to get more troops in those bad boys. Oh, this one just went for it. It just went for it, man. Alright, we're going to try and help the U.S. out here and take out some of these tanks. There we go, one down. See if we can't take out this other one here. Come on. Bam. Oh, nope, didn't manage to take that out, but the other Humvee is gone. Was that our last Humvee? No, we got one more Humvee here. Try and flank around this way. Wipe out the last of these guys here. Let's see, is the Abrams able to get a little closer? Oh, that thing is dead. Okay. Alright. Well, now U.S. soldiers are pouring in here. Or at least attempting to. But they are under some very, very heavy fire from the North Koreans. All these North Koreans have gone down. And it looks like just these guys here now. Alright. What do we do with our reinforcements here? I guess we'll send them in this way. There's not really a great defensive area over here. We'll keep them like this. And we will use them as like true flanking units, I suppose. To try and destroy the U.S. forces. Does this guy have a... Who's got rockets? Who's got rockets? None of you? Really? That's a damn shame. Okay, half the squad just went down there. This guy's got rockets. Come over here, buddy. No! Alright. You don't have rockets. Dog's barking in the background. I will be right back in to let her out. One sec. Oh, took a screenshot. That wasn't... Stop. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It was only like 2 seconds for you, but still feel bad. Alright. Either way, the American forces are really just demolishing the North Koreans here. Let's take over this machine gunner, who is out of ammo. Oh, shit. Run away, my friend. You got chopped down. Huh. Shit. These guys are screwed. They're like entirely cornered here. Oh my god. Oh god. Got grenades? You do. Come on, bud. For the motherland. Come on. Good grenade. But it wasn't enough. We got a couple of elite officers over here. One elite officer. And this scrub. This guy's very brave. Spray him. No. No, my fins. Oh. And that was that. Very sad, very sad. Alright, that's okay though. I was rooting for the Americans anyway. So let's check out the losses here. Keep in mind that when vehicles run over bodies, they disappear. Also, when bodies are exploded, they disappear. So the U.S. losses may appear smaller than you would have thought, but I don't think they actually took that many to begin with. So over here, not a lot of dead U.S. soldiers, but I think the vehicles ended up running over a couple of them. So they might be disappearing or whatever. North Koreans took a fair amount of losses over here, but by the way they were trading off, I'd say they probably had equal yeah, they 1-for-1 with the U.S., took out a good amount. And then the U.S., in terms of vehicles, really got slaughtered. They lost an entire Abrams, which is pretty valuable, as well as every Humvee they sent out except for this one, which also I'm assuming is pretty valuable. And the North Koreans didn't leave this unscathed from valuable resources. They lost 2 of their own tanks. These are pretty high quality tanks as well. This one is actually still alive entirely. I think it just got decrewed, so that's a shame. And then this one's completely dead. But the North Koreans did manage to take out a couple of U.S. soldiers on this ridge here, although their losses were much higher. And then down here, like, a couple U.S. soldiers were taken down, but not many. Why don't we go ahead and try and rerun this, but in regular motion the whole time so we can get some different angles. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so this time around we're not going to interfere whatsoever. We're going to go in regular motion this whole time. So we'll get this perspective, which I think will look cooler. And we'll go ahead and press start. Last time I did interfere with the tanks, I realized that jumped. Okay, wait, 1 second. Sorry. Clip camera position got all wonky. Hold on, slow for just a second. And then we'll be good. There we go. Alright. Back to regular motion now. Yeah, so I realized I did mess around with the Abrams a little bit. Managed to take out those 2 tanks by myself, you know, without the North Koreans really doing much. So that could have turned the tides of war. Maybe they would have been able to actually take out those tanks. So we'll see how they do this time around. Looks like they're taking heavy losses this time. Though they did manage to take out a good number of U.S. troops. And look, as you can see, these bodies just completely disappear when they run over, so you can't get an accurate tally. These Humvees, oh, that one just got obliterated. I wonder if that was a rocket or if it was because it ran into something. I'm not entirely sure. But that was rough right there. Maybe it was a rocket from this guy up here. I noticed he did have a rocket launcher. There's a rocket man there and an MG. They might be able to do some devastation. There's one guy here, and then there's another guy ducking behind here. A couple of North Koreans up here. One of them does have a rocket launcher. Oh, which he did attempt to fire at that Humvee. Didn't quite make it, though. And there's one more MG up here. We need the Abrams to break through here. Alright, come on. We're just gonna do this. Oh, shit, hit the map. It's okay. Alright, the Abrams are pushing through. That's good. Alright. I don't think that was helping enough to really affect the outcome. We might actually just keep the reinforcements down here like this. And that way they can just sort of snipe the vehicles and the infantry while they come up. These guys, we didn't really see what happened to them last time, but they are just getting kind of butchered by the vehicles, it looks like. Hopefully they can take out a couple of them, maybe? Looks like a couple of Humvees going down, but now the Abrams are peeking over here. That one gets absolutely crushed by Vietnamese forces. Oh, and the other one gets toppled as well. I don't know if they're fully dead, but they might be. By those hits, they very well could be. Second hit, too. Seems like they're going down hard. These guys got outflanked by this Humvee. If they had a rocket, that would have been excellent. These guys out here are trying to attack the Humvee a little bit. We're not going to let them engage fully because they can't win that battle, so we're going to run them in here. These guys out here, why don't we run them this way as well. Reinforce the middle a little bit, right? And right now it's just U.S. soldiers. They have no vehicles left, I don't think, except for... Oh, that Humvee out there actually got destroyed. So yeah, I don't think... There's a Humvee over here, but it's stuck. So I don't think they have any vehicles to help them out. So it's pure infantry battle right now. Besides the North Korean tanks, which are managing to do a lot of damage, I'm assuming, with their heavy machine guns. So this time, the tides really have turned for the U.S. No bueno, no bueno. Alright, but lots of U.S. soldiers going down. But let's not forget the North Koreans are taking a lot of U.S. they're taking a lot of losses as well. So let's see how that goes. Just fighting all around here. Really just a lot of devastation. They are getting wiped. But there are a lot of U.S. troops, so they might be able to overwhelm them if they push forward a little more. But right now they're just kind of sitting ducks, it seems like. Maybe they're actually head glitching them a little bit, you know? North Koreans don't seem to be able to return fire that well without grazing this mountain, so there is that. Why don't we try and... These guys could do a little grenading for us. That would, take a couple out. Look at the sheer volume. Alright, let's try and get this Humvee out here. Come on. Oh, they really got themselves stuck. Alright, yeah, come out here. Alright. Yep, US troops are a lot more stuck this time around. Almost completely unable to take on these North Koreans. There is still one little rocket guy over here. He probably was the one who took this out. The last one standing, pretty good. This Humvee is cutting them down quite a bit, but it looks like it's lost its gunner. Someone has replaced him, but he'll probably go down soon too. Yep, he did. And now that Humvee is vacant, although it did butcher a good number of North Korean troops. They did lose this tank over here, though. So, you know, not totally bad in terms of vehicles for the US. If they can take out that last tank, they might stand a chance here. But with that tank in their way, it's going to be very difficult. Not to mention the North Koreans still have a substantial fighting force to attack them with. These guys under here are actually pretty good because any American soldier who tries to come anywhere near this side of the hill immediately gets just dogged on, so it's pretty rough. And just the sheer amount of American firepower over here is pretty devastating, but with the current position they're in, they're just not able to fight them that well, so we're gonna go ahead and move them around a little bit, maybe. Try and shift them around, you know? It seems to have worked and not worked at the same time. It did look like they took out a couple of the North Korean soldiers, but at the same time they took a couple of US losses as well, so a little tit for tat, nothing great, but right now they outnumbered the North Koreans, I believe, so if they could keep up the firepower, they might be able to do it. But right now they're just like grazing the ground, they're not even hitting anything. Like no one's even getting hit right now, I don't think, except for that guy over there. A couple guys are. But it just seems like this hill is completely making their shots obsolete. Like, if you look, most of everything hits this or goes over their heads, so, you know. Alright, so we're gonna try and do a little help with the US soldiers here. Try and flank a couple down this way. Oh god. See, that's why we put those North Koreans there. They were super effective. Huh. Alright, so that's not gonna work. Alright. Could try flanking around this way. Try and run a couple troops that way. And then run a couple this way again. Except this time maybe it'll work if we go all the way around. And then keep a okay number around here to continue the mid-range firepower here. But these guys got distracted and continued firing down on the North Koreans. We're gonna have to run them that way. Alright, now you guys duck in this way. Good. Problem with the US troops is they're well equipped and they're well trained, but they move so slowly because of all their baggage, while like North Koreans and like if you ever play like the Vietnam War stuff in this, they move much faster because they don't have equipment. Which is realistic. Oops, clicked on the map. I hate it when that happens. Alright, so we're gonna move some guys over there. And the 4 down here. Only 4 made it, but hey, we'll make 2. We're gonna try and duck them behind this helicopter. These guys over here. Getting a couple kills on the flank. Oh god. Tank is aiming at them. these guys over here in a better position. Can we get these guys? Oh, this Humvee's still available, so we'll hop some guys in there and try and really sandwich them all around. All right, blue soldier, take out a frag grenade. Toss it over there. And we took a couple out. And we can try and take this guy out. This guy's over here. Never mind. Thought those guys were alive. That guy. Alright, a lot of the US troops up here have gone down. That Humvee got wiped out again.
Yes, sir.
Alright, maybe we can scoot a couple of these guys around here. Take out those guys. Take him out, take him out. Oh god. Run back, run back. Oh. I don't even know what that guy was doing. Alright, well let's aim this grenade over here. Oh, that's perfect. Nice. Oh, shit. Came into the range. Toss a grenade. Oh, Brian Hill went down. Yeah, took a couple out there.
Let him have it. Got it, sir.
Alright, let's see if we can outflank these guys again.
Go.
Fire, fire, fire.
Keep low.
Took one of them out. Tank didn't turn.
Sir.
Beautiful. Take that guy out. Oh, reload, bud. Reload before the tank. What was that? That was terrible. Okay, that tank
Got it, sir.
fired a full HE shot right there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this guy's
Enemies
only
ahead.
got smoke left. This guy's got grenades though. Oh, why'd you fire? I guess actually you did a pretty good job there. Oh my god, they were able to get in that tank, but they died. Alright.
Yes, sir.
It's turned into more of a mission than before. I'm more like just playing for the US.
Let him have it.
I guess the first time was just the scenario, and this time we're going more full-on mission, I guess, you know? If you want to look at it that way. Alright. Plus, YouTube will get mad at me if I don't let the US win. You know, they flag all of my, or they demonetize, and I actually got a strike against my channel. For a video I had that it was an ISIS scenario. Which I would have understood demonetizing, but they full-on just took it down. And I got a strike on my channel. Which seems a little silly, but oh well. I might make a separate video talking about that and upload it more recently. Oh no, that thing's trashed.
Yes, sir.
We can't take it. Okay. Well then we need to look for... Oh, there was.
Got
Okay.
it, sir.
Over here, there was Vietnamese that we took out who had rocket launchers. So we're going over here. We're going to take that. We're going to try and take out this tank. Because we have 8 Americans left. And they are not really capable of taking out a tank because none of them have
Yes,
rocket
sir.
launchers, I've checked. I did equip a couple of Americans with rocket launchers, I think, but I think they all died. I don't think there was many. I think it was like 1 per
Got
squad,
it,
and there was
sir.
only a couple squads, so makes sense. Alright, let's see if this guy can do
Yes,
it.
sir.
Hopefully. I mean, the tank's facing the other way, so...
Move out. Moving. Move out. Target to the open.
Did we get it? There we go. Heyo, 1 Vietnamese left. It's just a tank crew. Oh, this guy didn't reload his gun earlier. He only had 1 shot, that was his downfall. Rambo. Alright, so we ended that with, what?
Yes, sir.
5 Americans left? Wow. Maybe I only had 6 earlier. I said 8. I can't remember. Whatever. Math is hard. I'm in college. Whatever. Let's look at the losses. So yellow are Americans. Red are the North Koreans. I might have been calling them North Vietnamese. I can't remember. I take a Vietnam War class, so I say North Vietnamese a lot these days. So huge U.S. losses, but also huge North Korean losses. I'd say the U.S. Lost more in a sense of men men and vehicles in this battle, but the North Koreans lost all this nice territory they had of their compound. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Check out my Discord down below. Bye.